Convicted accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell has reportedly sent a mystery USB drive to the U.S. Department of Justice just days after Melania Trump publicly distanced herself from Jeffrey Epstein. The timing is raising fresh questions in Washington and fueling a growing storm around the Epstein files. According to a report by the Daily Beast, Maxwell shipped the USB on April 16th as part of a renewed legal effort to overturn her conviction and 20-year sentence. The package was received by Jay Clayton, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, who confirmed its arrival in a letter to federal judge Paul Engelmeyer. But here's the twist. The contents of the USB yet remain undisclosed. Dozens of exhibits were reportedly referenced, but not all included. And prosecutors have already signaled the claims may be meritless. Still, officials admit the material is document-heavy and complex. The timing is what's turning heads. Just days earlier, Melania Trump made a rare public statement denying any connection to Epstein's crimes. The U.S. First Lady acknowledged overlapping social circles, but insisted she had no relationship with Epstein or Maxwell. This came despite photographs linking them socially. A previously revealed email exchange has also remained under the spotlight, which read, "Dear G, how are you? Nice story about J.E. You look great," and was signed off with "Love, Melania." The controversy is unfolding amid renewed scrutiny of the Epstein network. Jeffrey Epstein died in 2019 while awaiting trial. Maxwell was later convicted for helping recruit and abuse minors. One of the most high-profile victims, Virginia Giuffre, alleged that she was recruited by Maxwell while working at Mar-a-Lago as a teenager. U.S. President Donald Trump has previously claimed this incident led to his falling out with Epstein. Meanwhile, this is not Maxwell's first attempt to overturn her conviction. Previous filings have referenced alleged co-conspirators, secret settlements involving powerful individuals, and claims of selective prosecution. Her latest move, sending a USB with new material, suggests a continued push to reopen the case narrative. For now, the contents of Maxwell's USB remain a mystery, but in a case already filled with secrecy, power, and unanswered questions, this latest move could be the beginning of another explosive chapter.
The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect. I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation. I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties as Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach. To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note. I am not Epstein's victim. Epstein did not introduce me to Donald Trump. I met my husband by chance at a New York City party in 1998. This initial encounter with my husband is documented in detail in my book, Melania. The first time I crossed paths with Epstein was in the year 2000 at an event Donald and I attended together. At the time, I had never met Epstein and had no knowledge of his criminal undertakings. Numerous fake images and statements about Epstein and me have been circulating on social media for years now. Be cautious about what you believe. These images and stories are completely false. I'm not a witness or a named witness in connection with any of Epstein's crimes. My name has never appeared in court documents, depositions, victim statements, or FBI interviews surrounding the Epstein matter. I have never had any knowledge of Epstein abuse of his victims. I was never involved in any capacity. I was not a participant, was never on Epstein's plane, and never visited his private island. I have never been legally accused or convinced of a crime in connection with Epstein's sex trafficking, abuse of minors, and other repulsive behavior. The false smears about me from mean-spirited and politically motivated individuals and entities looking to cause damage to my good name, to gain financially and climb politically, must stop. My attorneys and I have fought these unfounded and baseless lies with success and will continue to maintain my sound reputation without hesitation. To date, several individuals and companies have been legally obligated to publicly apologize and retract their lies about me, such as Daily Beast, James Carville, and HarperCollins, UK. Now is the time for Congress to act. Epstein was not alone. Several prominent male executives resigned from their powerful positions after this matter became widely politicized. Of course, this doesn't amount to guilt, but we still must work openly and transparently to uncover the truth. I call on Congress to provide the women who have been victimized by Epstein with a public hearing specifically centered around the survivors. Give these victims their opportunity to testify under oath in front of Congress with the power of sworn testimony. Each and every woman should have her day to tell her story in public if she wishes, and then her testimony should be permanently entered into the Congressional record. Then, and only then, we will have the truth.